Two late games in the Pac-12, the conference of, I don't know. I don't want to say it because I don't know what they are anymore. You're dead to me. But we'll have one last swan song. How about Oregon State and Cal in this one? This is the late action here tonight. We've got Oregon State here on the road, a 7-point favorite, and the total is 51 here in this one. Let's see, 381, 382. All right. This one pretty much has been moving in the direction of Cal, it looks like to me. Now, when we were on the opening line show, it opened 8. I did see as high as 9.5, but it's been kind of a steady move back here. I did see it 7.5 at some spots, but right now it looks like we're down to 7 here. There is juiced at a couple of spots at 7, and I see some 7.5 still out there. But how long can they hang on here? Really, in this one, and the total opened mostly around this number. It did go as high as 53, but I think here now down to 51. That's kind of the way that I see this. I see this as, look, Oregon State, pretty great, no doubt, as far as their offense is concerned. They are off a bye. They got that win that Friday. Remember, they played the Friday night game against Utah, and they outgained them 350 to 200 in that game. And Utah, remember, didn't even score against them. So don't sleep on Oregon State's defense here, even against Cal, even on the road, right? Here. Now, I don't know about it might be a one touchdown game. Cal hasn't been terrible. They did beat Arizona State last week with some defense. It was 24-21. They had an interception. They stopped them on downs, and Arizona State did have a 100-yardage edge. Last year at Oregon State, the Beavers were favored by 12.5 and pretty much dominated the game. They outgained them by 200 yards and won 38-10, only 48 points and a blowout for Oregon State. So can Cal hang in there in this one? Man, Oregon State's been all about getting the money, but remember, they kind of started out as underdogs in their spread role here of late. Only now they kind of turned to big favorites, kind of at least laying a touchdown here. But look, that was a 4-touchdown win last year with that improved Oregon State team at that time. But just 2-8 as away favorites. However, that is a 10-year sample, because how many times really is Oregon State favorites on the road in conference? About once a year, that would suggest, and probably was, a little bit recently, and then maybe a few years ago against some of the lower ranked, teams of the conference. So Cal does pretty darn well as a home dog so far, with Wilcox as coach, 11-4 against the spread, getting the money. This looks like a one-touchdown game to me. It looks like defense rules the day. I'm going to go under. I don't feel that comfortable about it. I really feel like this is going to be just somewhere in the high 40s, and it continues to go lower. I want to go under. I can't give it out as a premium. I'm not even sure I can even give out the side as a premium or a play on the air. It feels like a one-touchdown game to me. The value is certainly on Oregon State, in my opinion. The way I see it. Remember, I always think the value is when you are laying the lowest price possible in comparison to whatever the market had, as long as there's been no change in the personnel. So the fact that this was once at 9.5 and is now 7 certainly suggests the value is on Oregon State, but I think it's a touchdown game. Ray says Oregon State. All right, I'll take the under as my play in this one.